That's not drugs, by the way.
There we go.
Okay, and here we go.
14, 13, 12, 11, 0.
Welcome to the 102nd episode of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Tonight we're going to be joined by Linda Fay. She is a tarot reader and medium, and my wife. Start the show, Alan.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
I think I made it sound like she was my wife. She's not my wife, for the record.
Your wife's a
And you used their, what's his name, Charlie something voice. You're like, what?
And my wife. That was my Borat. Very nice.
Are you going to introduce Shayna as your ex-girlfriend?
Oh, it's gonna be fun. Manly stories in the morning.
Oh, that's right. She can hear us. You're gonna be
Yeah, she can hear everything you're saying, so she's probably going to come over here and thump me in the back of the head.
Featuring the sultry sounds of Red and also Helen on the board.
Let's go already.
And now, let's start the damn show.
Welcome, one and all, to the 102nd edition of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, the one podcast that's not famous enough to go on strike. We're so glad you joined us, and we appreciate your support so very much. You can, of course, keep up with us at blcpodcast.com. Please drop us a like, a follow, or whatever on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and our TikTok. And please rate us on your favorite podcasting platforms, and tell your friends, even if you don't like them that much. We also have a Patreon, especially if you don't like them that much. If you want to waste their life, let them listen to us. We have a Patreon, which is patreon.com/blcworld, and we are, of course, broadcast to you in part on the Pop Culture Pros Network. Check them out at popculturepros.com. And now, standing in for Fred, let me introduce our scab worker. It's Fred.
It's Durf. Hi, my name's Durf.
It's Fraud.
I'm happy to be here. I'm glad to be here, man. I'm lonely. Wife and kids are out of
Oh.
town, so I need some company. Thanks.
So,
And
well, we're not.
I'd like to
Nope.
introduce
not
Alan
that kind of show, Fred.
OTB.
Yeah, that's me. Thank
Hey,
you.
welcome to the show. Thank you guys all so much for joining us. We have got a huge show for you tonight. Arguably the biggest show we've ever had. We are at least matching our number of guests at
yes,
one time. I don't even know
Right.
anymore.
I bet,
But
yeah.
without further ado, I'm going to bring on two lovely ladies. I hope that neither of them are offended for me saying that. First of all, it is, and Alan, can you bring them in one at a time, or you have to do it both? 'Cause
No, I
you
can
know how to
run
do
one
it.
at a time. Yeah,
All
I
right,
can.
first one in is going to be my lovely wife.
You better bring your wife in
I know. I
first.
was thinking, like, which way do I go? And then I was like, welcome to the show, dear.
Thank you.
And then,
You could
of
have
course,
brought Linda in first. It would have been
Nope.
fine.
no, why? No, it would not have been fine. It would have been fine on the show, but for the rest of my life, she would have read. She's going to read my tarot, and she would have been like, "Oh, well, you got about 2 hours left there, bud. You better make this show last because you're dead after that." So now, of course, without any further ado, let me introduce our guest for the evening. It is Miss Linda Fay, tarot reader and medium. Welcome to the show, Linda.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, you guys are so welcome. I'm very excited to see where this goes.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
we are also excited because we don't know where this is going to go. So please, first of all, check out Linda's Spiritual Corner on Facebook. If you search that, you will find her business page. Linda is a tarot reader and medium, and I'm excited to see, I'm excited to learn about it because honestly, I don't know enough about any of that stuff. My wife does. She's done a tarot reading in the past, but honestly, I'm a little scared of it. Yeah. So there's really no other way for me to put it. Like, it scares me just a little bit, just because I'm afraid that, you would be like, oh, there are no cards in the deck. Goodbye to you. Yeah, like, oh, well, that was fun. I'm going to need that money up front. Well, no, thank you so much for joining us, though, for real. And so, can you tell me a little bit about well, first of all, what exactly, tarot cards? I know what they are, but like what they do, and then what a medium is, because only thing I know about mediums is the show Long Island Medium, which I never watched. I just really liked the title because it was so silly that it was like long medium. It got me. Anyway, so if you could give us a little explanation, I would really appreciate that.
Tarot cards, like I have my deck right here, and they're just basically like 78 cards in the deck. There's the major arcana, it's kind of like the lovers, the usual, as you can see, the devil that everybody's so scared of.
Right.
And then there's the minor arcana, just kind of like just little bits and pieces of it. It just kind of tells like the fall storyline of your life, and then it kind of leads up to the major arcana. But like I said, it depends on what cards falls out and everything. So it's like a gamble for sure.
So it's like the order of them can determine what they mean. Then, like the order in which they come out will determine what the story is.
Well, for me, I read it differently from everybody. For me, I just wait for 3 cards to fall out, and then I just try to tune into the energy and see what the message is, what you need to hear. But if you have a question, yeah, again, I'll try to tune into your energy and see what the cards has to say.
Okay. Well, Fred had asked earlier if we were going to be when actually, and I don't know if you can do this or not, when we would be taking over Joe Rogan's spot as the #1 podcast in the world. I told him within a month, but he was like, "Let Linda tell me that and confirm it." No, I'm kidding. But we would love to, if you have any kind of, like I said, any insights, any like anything that the way the energies guide you about our show, that would be cool.
Like first off, next off, she explained the tarot cards, but a medium.
A medium.
Right.
Okay. There's 2 types of mediums. There's more what we call the mental medium, where we use telepathically to talk to the spirits with our mind and everything. And then there's the physical medium, where you can see like, the medium is in a dark space, in a dark room. And then you can see like what they call ectoplasm coming out of the mouth. It is kind of like proof that the spirits around you. So, but it's very rare to see a physical medium because it takes a lot of energy and this preparation.
Right.
Where common mediums like me, we're common, and everything.
Right.
But we do have the ability to communicate with our loved ones from the other side. And for my personal experience and my practice, I have met a couple of souls that I guess what you consider that doesn't want to cross over because they die a tragic death, or they hold a grudge because their death was very tragic. They don't want to stay to Earth. Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But it's very rare to like encounter them because unless you live in a house that they live in, and that's where the tragic deaths occur.
Right.
Like it's very rare. They don't really bother you unless you bother them.
So you saying like the movies is bullshit?
Yeah, the movie really it's bullshit. Yeah, I completely agree.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I think for me, I noticed that like for a spiritual disturbance, like all of a sudden you're so angry at each other, like the negative emotions, like it came out all nowhere. Like what is going on? Because you guys usually don't act like this way. Right. So it can be like a indicator. I'm not saying it's 100%, but it can be an indicator.
Right.
But you won't know until you talk to a medium and see, hey, what's going on around your environment.
You need to have somebody come bless your house.
The holy water.
Yeah.
I'm a strong believer in holy water. I really am.
Some stage. Yeah.
Well, so in regards to that, is that kind of the services? I know you said you have your business, and is that one of the services you do? Is you like go to people's houses and try to check that stuff out, or is it more like they come to you?
I feel like no, I don't offer the other services because knowing me, my luck, I may bring an attachment home.
Right.
Knowing my luck, that's what I do, And so I have young kids, and I will protect my kids, my family too.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Don't come to my house.
Yeah. So that's why I say that's why I stay away from paranormal investigations because knowing my luck, I'm a medium. They want to communicate with me.
Right.
Right. They want to hang with you. Yeah. Because they're like, hey, she's listening.
You kind of like a doorway
to
the other side or a window. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild, man.
That's scary stuff, man.
That's
scary for us,
man.
folks that aren't.
When did you first realize that you had this gift?
Funny enough, I was on Facebook. I was video chatting my friend, and I think she had to deal with her kids because they were like being loud in the back. So I was just drawing. I was just really drawing. Next thing you know, I felt this weird energy shift, and then I was just writing things down. I was like, "What does this thing mean?" It says uncle, ducks, pool, trees, mountains, and then I think Oregon, where she was from. And I was like, what is going on? And so as soon as my friend came back, I was like, hey, does this mean anything to you? Because I feel this weird shift. And she's like, don't be woo-woo on me now. I was like, no, it's true. And then I was like, so what does this mean? This, and this, that. She's like, oh my God, what is this? I was like, it's witchcraft, I guess. And then I was like, I'm sure. And so she's like, yeah, I definitely resonate with these. Yeah. And then she started crying. She's like, oh my God, it's my uncle that has passive suicide that came through.
Wow.
Dang.
And as I was like, oh, I didn't know how this would do it, you know?
Right.
That ghost was mad those kids were yelling.
Crazy. Yeah. Trying to sleep.
He was like, come on, just tell them to be quiet now for a minute.
I know, right? Like, shush.
My wife and I have 3 as well, and we definitely feel that.
Right.
I know that, whenever I do pass, I will be haunting the hell out of them. All the time. So we spoke a little bit before the show.
What we do now.
Right, I know. So we spoke a little bit before the show, and you agreed, and I don't know like the best way to do this, but so I'm just going to ask. You agreed to do a reading for my lovely wife, who is not as leery of the spirits haunting her as I and Fred and Alan are. So what's the best way? Can you give us, I guess go through how you would normally do it for anybody who would be interested in getting your service. Also, do you do it online, or do you just do it locally where you are, or what's the best way?
I do it online just because I worry about the safety of me and my client's safety.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
But like if it's like a business, a local business, all my doing it because we have more protection set up for our safety.
Right.
And everything. But like I said, I've been doing it online for 3+ years, but now I'm trying to branch out to be local towards me.
Ghosts can't travel through the internet.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet, though. It won't be surprising if they do travel internet.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elon.
Yeah.
They're just on dial-up, so it takes them a while right now. They'll catch up.
They're connecting.
Yeah, they'll catch up. That's whenever you hear that. I always thought that was a ghost. Anyway.
Trying to get through.
Okay, so I'm gonna like quiet down and let Shayna and Linda take the floor. And Alan, can you do the thing where like for 3 of us go to the side and they get the big? I don't know if you can do that. And I just want to enjoy the show or whatever,
I'll try to see. I'll mess with this thing and see how.
Nope. Of course, you knew he'd do that
No, not
first.
that one. Definitely not that one. Let's see. That one. I don't know.
Whatever. If you can't do it, that's fine.
Well, actually, this is probably the better.
That's
one.
better. Yeah, I like
That's
that better.
better. Yeah. Take me out in the middle, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not going to be able to do that, Fred. You're out
No,
the show now.
there
I don't
you
want to
go.
be in the middle either. Now I feel like it's the Brady Bunch.
I haven't seen that show in a while.
Yeah. There's a story of a man named Parker.
Like,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So she's shuffling the deck for the
Yeah.
listeners at home.
This for the audience.
It is a deck, right?
Yeah, it's a dick.
Okay, just want to make sure. I don't know if
We
it's
said
just like
78 cards.
Yep, 78 cards.
78.
2 jokers.
Pat, you know that we have a tarot deck in our closet right now.
Nope.
You act like I've
Nope.
never
Nope.
offered.
No, I don't know
Okay.
that, and I don't want to know that, and
And you
don't.
got
Bring that
Ouija
juju
board
to
under
me.
your
we
bed.
used to play.
No, we don't do Ouija boards. That's something that will not come in the house.
Oh yeah, same here. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So those kids
So-
will be like, "Look what it moved, Dad," and I'm like, "Nope, burn the house, burn it down."
You're releasing the spirits.
Exactly.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Open it up, doorway.
Spirit of all the animals that our children have killed in this house, or have let
Don't
like
say
all,
that.
all of our former pets. If she talks about a lizard,
ASPCA.
We don't need them showing up at our door. They didn't kill animals.
the cat
God,
killed the
that's
lizard.
The cat killed a lizard. That's it. It's not anything crazier than that.
So, how do you say your name again?
Shayna.
Shayna. Okay. So, did you have a specific question, or you just want to see what pops up for you?
let's just see what pops up. Unless you need me to ask a specific question. I don't know. What would be best.
No, I
Okay.
don't. 'Cause I usually let my people or my clients, tell me what they want to,
Let's just be
ask.
surprised.
Yeah. This is gonna be great.
I might have to leave after this. We are in the same house, Linda, just so you know. So if shit gets real weird, I might just cut out.
No, you're fine. I
And
promise.
you'll
I
see
won't
me
be
pop
as
into.
weird.
You'll see me slide in behind Fred's picture in like 20 minutes. Like, I'm sleeping with you, buddy.
Come here.
You said you were lonely.
Yeah.
Right?
You ain't that lonely.
Yeah. We'll see what the spirits say, Alan.
So you got the Six of Pentacles, if you can see it.
Okay.
And then you got the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and then you got the Five of Pentacles reverse. So
Okay.
it's nothing really bad. It's funny because the Knight of Wands, the first card that popped out, and I put it back in the deck, and then one popped out again. So it's
Oh,
like the
wow.
stalker card.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope it's something good then.
It is good.
That means you're a witch.
So it just so you have a lot of pentacles popping up, because pentacles right here. So it just makes me feel like it's more about something along with the financial realm, money, bringing more money, a new career, change career. But it just feels like you're starting to overcome a lot of financial hardship in your life right now
Okay.
and everything. And so, but it just feels like maybe you give too much of yourself to other people. So that's why you're kind of like financially drained out, because you have to do, it feels like you have to do a lot of self-care. That's what it involves, a lot of money. So you're spending money on self-care
Okay.
and everything. And then the Seven Cups in reverse, it just says that you're starting to come to a point of realizing that, hey, I need to stop searching for these types of things. I need to get my crap together. And then
Sounds about right.
And then the Knight of Wands here, it just says that you're not really thinking things through. It makes sense because you say fire is very impulsive energy, is very like out there, but the Wands, like I said, it just feels like you're very not thinking things through. That you need to kind of step back a little bit and don't be so emotional about it.
Okay.
Just be logical, and that's being logical right now is the best place for you right now to be at, especially where you're kind of in a situation regarding towards your financial wise. That makes sense.
Okay.
And I feel like you usually don't lead with your heart and stuff. You're a very logical person. You think things through, but with this case, yeah. Hold on, sorry.
No, you're fine.
So it feels like something was being offered to you. So there's something was being offered to you because of this Page of Pentacles. It's like some kind of offer is being made to you. So can you talk just a little bit about the offer?
I can't really think of.
Well, you just started a new position in your job.
That's true. I did start a new position.
Okay.
What, a week ago?
Mhm.
So I guess that's probably what it is.
Okay. Because it just feels like it makes you happy because of the Ten of Cups here, and then the Three of Pentacles here. Because like you have a lot of Pentacles coming up in your readings.
Got all the pillars.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it just
Pentacle
feels
straight.
like you need to work with the people around you. You guys need to come as a teamwork instead of going against each other.
Okay.
It's kind of like advice right now for you. Since it's a new position, you need to work with each other, not against each other. And I feel like you're the type
Okay.
anyways to really work with other people, but they don't work with you. Because I just feel like they think you're a snobby, you know it all, but you're not. You're trying to really help them. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. That's why
pretty
everyone's
fucking accurate,
laughing.
like,
Yes,
I'm not
it
gonna
was
lie.
very accurate.
Wow.
I mean, but I do know almost everything.
Hey, it's a cocky a little bit,
Dude, I was
Have some
killing
self
it.
pride.
I was killing it in Double Jeopardy night, man. Like, I got like 15 out of 60, man.
Yeah, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. That's what you tell the listeners at home.
I was
If anyone wants to challenge Fred to Jeopardy,
let's
he
go.
sucks.
I'll
I'll
take
kill you
you
in Jeopardy.
down.
But so with the world card in reverse is the bottom of the deck, it just feels like you have some kind of unfinished business with. I want to say it feels like work too, but it's something in your personal life. I don't think it's regard towards your marriage, but I just feel like you have some unfinished business that you want to get to or work on. That makes sense.
Okay.
And so this is just says like you just don't really want to put in the effort because you're just thinking way too much about it.
It's 4 Pentacles, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pentacles.
How
Well, the
many
Hangman-
Pentacles in the deck? I'm sorry. How many Pentacles in the deck?
I think there's like 12 Pentacles in the deck.
Wow. And
Mhm.
she's gotten like 5 of them already.
Oh yeah,
Maybe more.
money
That's
matters.
crazy. That's crazy.
But the Hangman here it says that you just need to really decide what it's worth your time and your energy,
Okay.
especially with this unfinished business. I just feel like you're trying to balance your work life in this unfinished business. So it's like it's just for me. I personally say, as a reader, I just feels like let go of this unfinished business. It's not worth it because you're spending so much money on self-care,
Okay.
and it feels like it's stressing you out. So
Okay.
just let it go.
Does it have anything to do with her cleaning out her closet?
It can be. It stresses her out.
Ooh, it sounds like that's real. Just tell
Just
just
want
tell
me
her
to
she
quit
needs to
wasting
clean
my
out the
time
closet.
with it, is what I heard. So
Just tell her to please clean out the closet.
I think the closet's fine.
Oh.
Okay to slack a little bit. It's okay to slack a little bit.
it's
But yeah.
Take the camera to the closet. No.
But I think this is all for you for now because I just feel like they're just gonna repeat themselves
Okay.
over and over again. So it's
Okay.
just like a reminder for you and
There
everything.
you go. That's
I
crazy.
think it was
man.
pretty
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty.
Pretty
put
dead
that
on.
It was spot on. It was spot on. That's crazy.
That's
man.
pretty accurate, man. Like for
Yeah.
real.
And
Dang.
like I said, I've done tarot readings. I'm very much a believer in all of this. He's
Yeah.
not.
Mhm.
I'm,
Right.
but
I
now
think-
I like kind of want her to do
Hey.
it for me because I'm
Yeah.
like, well, like so I'm not to disclose too much, but seriously, like pretty much everything you said this week, we were talking about a lot of that stuff, like between her and I, and it's like holy shit. So when you were
Even
like,
an hour ago.
yeah, you
some of
throwing
it,
that stuff
yeah.
out, I'm like, holy shit, that's very, very remarkably accurate.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
That's crazy indeed. So I don't. Does that? So let me ask you, Linda. If when you do this, when you do these readings, I know you have to use your energies and everything. Does it like kind of take it out of you to do this stuff, or does it?
Not really, because I done it for 3 years now, so I'm just kind of used to it. Okay, yeah, I'll just drink water or something to get it back up.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I didn't know how that works. I know like Fred had said, like when you see the shows, or the movies or whatever, it's like they do anything and they're like, oh my god, I can't even get up, for like a week. And I wasn't sure. I don't know, and I don't want to impose and be like, now do me, now do Fred, But I did want. Can you do a reading for the show? Is that something you think you could
Yeah,
do?
I could definitely do that.
That's
What-
great for the show.
Why not? Let's see what
I
happens.
go for that. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's good. And the show, just in case it helps,
What? The devil card's coming up, man.
it's all pentacles for our
That
Patreon.
fucking devil card's coming, man.
Oh god, if dude,
Oh, no, he better not. I'm
It's
sorry.
coming. B's coming, man.
one of our regular contributors is someone portraying themselves potentially as the devil. So if that happens, that shit is real.
This shit is real.
Yeah, but B ain't, he ain't coming on. He's all right. Oh, man.
You don't
do
know
that
that.
to
You don't
Linda.
know.
Don't do it to her.
Our sexy mustache.
So Linda, while you're doing that, let me ask you if somebody wants to get in touch with you, your Facebook is going to be probably the best way to get a hold of you. And
Yeah.
you schedule it with her, and like she'll obviously take care of it. I'm actually really interested in doing this. I may end up having to reach out to you after the show and see if we can schedule an appointment. That's really cool, man. Like I said, that's very interesting. Like
That was, hey,
I wouldn't
that
have.
was
I was not a believer, but hearing what you had just said, like, I know that sounds crazy. Maybe it sounds like I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, we're going along with it. But no, absolutely, everything you just said was really close, really spot on.
I'm
So,
kind of nervous now.
With this show, I do see a lot of good things. It's like a community, because you can see right the full ones, like community, the people in the background, everything. I do see like a very happy, supportive community, but it feels like you guys want the show to go a new direction or new path because of this. Because Ace wants like new movement, new new energy, just something new in your show. But it just feels like you guys know you guys have to make some kind of changes in order to progress forward. And so this is changes. The death card is something bad. It's just some kind of changes here that you guys need. You guys know you have to make some changes in your show in order to get you guys where you want to be.
Right.
And so if it just feels like maybe you guys feel like the show is suffering a little bit and stuff like that. So, but they're saying that just hang in there. The nightmare's over. It will be over if you guys decide to make the necessary changes.
Okay.
Sorry, Alan. We'll see it. You gotta go.
Oh.
Hey, Linda, you said it, not me. Linda's the new producer of the show.
But whatever the changes is, just also to remember, kind of, don't neglect your intuition too, because you see how this person's looking away from the sword as the intuition. It's like, nah, I don't want to do it, or you're just unsure. But I just feel like in order to show to be more successful, you guys have to. Okay, okay, that confirms it. Anyways, you guys have to really put in the effort to kind of embrace you guys being creative. Because the Empress is usually like a creative person, very loving, very nurturing. But in your case, you guys have to embrace all your differences in your creativity. It doesn't have to be about one thing. It can be all about wonderful things that you guys are doing right now. Bringing a tarot reader in. That can get more viewers and change the path of your podcast. But at the same time, too, like, don't be acting like a fool.
Fred.
Yeah, just kind of take it easy. Play it safe, too, at the same time. But don't neglect the people around you that can really help you move forward in this podcast, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because, there's going to be a lot of people who say, oh, yeah, do this and that. But you guys know deep down that there are certain people that you guys can trust to really help you guys move forward instead of holding you guys back. Because I just sense a lot of jealousy. And I feel like you guys already sense a lot of jealousy, too. Like, just, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm just being
Alan's
told
jealous
jealousy.
of my beard. He tells me that all the time.
So yeah, just embrace each other's differences and creativity, and then maybe that will help you guys move forward.
Embrace the love, Fred. Do some work, Fred.
Actually,
what she said.
it makes sense because for a second there, we've been stagnant. I mean, we've been moving, but
we have been. Yeah, it's been dry.
We have been stagnant.
The show's been dry.
Yeah.
Well, show me some water.
I brought my own, Fred. Thank you very much.
I got mine too.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that's amazing, Linda. Thank you so much for doing that for us. I know that's that's very insightful is the best way to say it. So let me ask you, and I don't want to keep you too long, but who are, if you were to say like this is the kind of person that my services would be best for, who would, in your opinion, would be that kind of, like, I don't want to say customer, but like who is it that you're like, that's, if you're having these kind of issues, I can at least help you to understand a little bit better?
For me, I can't really do about almost everything, but for me, I prefer just like romance, career, money, those kind of things for tarot, because it's more common, I guess you can say. It's very common.
Sure.
But if it comes like yes and no questions, it doesn't really answer yes and no questions, as you guys can see, because it goes very, very in depth about your situation.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So,
hey,
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Go for it, Fred.
Can you do my finance? Just, I'm sorry. I just want to know.
Fred lost. So
like, I got some things. No, don't tell him nothing. Don't tell him nothing. Like, I got some things going on. You know what I mean? and I don't know.
What it is
At
is
first I
Fred
was,
spent all
like,
his money on
really-
that tapestry behind him, and now he's broke.
Leave Snoop Dogg alone. But like I had some things going on, and it's been about 2 years, and I just wanted to know, like, is it going to be sooner or then later? It's what kind of energy can you get off of that?
So what about your finance?
Okay, so I invested some money,
Okay.
and like the investment supposed to be a sure thing. Like,
And what?
well, they didn't know it was a sure thing. They said it could happen, and it's been 2 years, and it still ain't happened yet. But I'm getting vibes that people are like, other investors are still like holding on to. So,
Yeah.
So you're trying to figure out if you need to stay or go.
stay or leave. Should I
Okay.
recoup
Or-
anything
or-
that I have
Mama,
left?
why
Or,
so much candy? Yeah, no. Sorry, my daughter.
Oh no, you're good.
tell her the
What does
Black
your
Lincoln
daughter think
Collective
of-
say, Hey,
What does your daughter think of what you do? Does she? I mean, I think if our kids would think it was like awesome. I can tell you that for sure.
right? Yeah.
They enjoy it, but I try not to get them involved because I feel like they're
Sure.
still too young. They need
Right,
to
right.
focus being more of being kid.
Right.
Right.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, Matt.
I'm just asking.
So, yes, you need to move on. Because, like I said, I dedicated certain suits for yes and no. I
Yeah.
put cups for yes, so you got Queen of Cups, so it's yes. But the Pentacle here is saying that too. You're better off on your own. Because you can see how she's happy about herself.
You
and
said
she's
what?
the-
What'd you say?
You're better off on your own.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can see she's all by herself. She looks happy,
Right.
content.
Yeah.
Bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
That's all you need to know, right?
That's it.
That's pretty
That's-
I
good.
think that summed it up, Fred.
Damn it.
Get out of that porn stock that you bought.
I know, Fred.
I mean,
Sorry,
might
bud.
as well try mine. In my case, I'm happy. I got no issues. I'm happy.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Good.
you know, you can do a reading, but I'm happy.
Look.
I don't.
Alan's. Can you make it where Alan cries by the end?
Well, I mean,
Just because he's like, I'm happy. I would need to see him. I need to see him cry.
I don't cry except for real
Except
life
for-
real.
Okay.
We look at movies and they'd be the saddest movies, and I didn't cry because it's a movie. But if it
Except
was
for
something
Marley
that
and
real-
me.
something if it was real, if something real happened, then it would touch me because that was real.
You cried at Marley.
Regular
and me?
stuff, I didn't cry at Marley and me. No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
you did.
Well, I knew it. I called it from the beginning. I was like, "You're gonna die."
I
But
cried.
spoilers.
I cried on Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I was crying. I can't
You
help
did.
it. I can't help it. I was crying.
That's
Matt
so
cried
random.
watching Up.
How dare you?
Yeah.
I can't help it. Kids movies get me, man. Like, I don't know.
Our third date.
We didn't go to Up on our third date.
No, we rented Up on our third date.
Oh,
That was dumb.
red
Yeah.
box and chill.
That was before Redbox, Fred. That's how old we are. How old I am.
That's when Netflix was in discs.
It
Right.
was.
Yeah, it was-
sorry, I'm just trying to tune in.
Uh-oh.
So, Alan, I do have a grandmother who has passed from your dad's side of the family. I could be wrong, but I'm going to ask her to give me some details by herself. She's not necessarily big, but she's a little bit, on the heavier weight side. And I see her hair is like salt and pepper color. It's she's showing me now how she likes to present herself. It's like salt pepper color. It's like short. And I just see her, something about dresses. She likes to wear like a nightgown kind of dress, your grandmother.
That's mom.
And,
That's my mother.
oh, your mom that has passed?
Yes.
That's a
Okay,
very
okay.
good description of
Yeah.
his mother.
Yeah.
Okay. So, because she says grandmother, so you probably have kids that she considers herself as a grandmother then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She was my grandma.
It's grandma, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and she said there's something about your relationship with your dad. It's complicated.
With my dad. Well, my dad passed too, but I always feel like I wasn't good enough for my father. I always felt my My father wasn't proud of me.
Okay, yes, that's what she meant by it's complicated. She thinks she loves you a lot. Like I can see her do this to your face. Like she cuts your face and says she loves you a lot and she's proud of you. And she's telling me that you feel like you you feel like you haven't accomplished a lot of things in life. And she says she's proud of you. She's proud of you. She cannot stress that enough that she's your cheerleader. She supports you what you do. And it's just she's very she hugs you. Like she's a very huggable person. Like I can see her hugging you from behind and she's patting your back and she's just kind of rubbing your head from behind and saying, it's okay, son. I love you. I'm here for you.
I may cry after all.
Yeah, dude,
Fucking
you
do
got
it.
me. fucking teared
I know,
up,
dude.
I'm crying. So.
Dude.
And then she's bringing up our girlfriend, or she's it's like a brunette. She has brown dark color hair. A girl you used to talk to or date, but she has brown hair. She's a brunette. She's a little bit in the middle. She's thick, skinny, but thick.
Hey.
I don't know what she's talking about, but she's bringing up about that specific girl. Do you know who I'm talking about? Your mom? Who she's bringing up?
Maybe. I mean,
He's not trying to ruin anything, but I think you're onto something here.
But she's just referencing that girl, and then it's like I sense a disapproval from her. Like she's doing something that your mom don't like, but that's just her being mom, okay? She's very protective and loving of you. And then she's bringing up church. So did you guys go to church? Did she use church? Church is very significant.
I
Okay.
used to go to church with mom, yeah.
Okay, church is very meaningful between you guys. And she told me that church is one of the times where you and her used to bond the most. You guys can spend time with each other, and it feels a bit chaotic. It feels like she's always on the move. You don't have time to really relax and spend time with you guys. If that makes sense. She expresses regret that she wishes she spent more time with you guys. Like she was always worried about money. Money. How can I do this? How can I provide and support my kids? She doesn't want to. She's telling me that she grew up poor and she doesn't want you to experience that too, growing up poor.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, I have to work hard for my kids. I have to do this and that. And then she, again, you may not think this way, but she thinks that she don't love you because she's always on the go. She's always not there. Not always not there, but she's just not there. Like it's just you yearn for her love and her comfort and stuff back then. And so I could be wrong, but it's what she's making me feel and it's what she's telling me.
Yeah.
So
well, mom, at the end, she had Alzheimer's, and she held on years because she was worried about me. I mean, she did. She was like, I want to die, but I don't know what's going to happen now, and I don't know what's going to happen now, and till the end.
Were you there when she passed?
Yes.
Okay, because I can see you she showed me that you hold her hand really tight and kissing it.
I did.
Okay, yeah. Because so she wants to acknowledge and bring that to awareness to you that she noticed and she felt you kissing her hand.
Yeah. I did.
And that she loves you very much. And that be free to talk to her. Because she says you're scared to talk to spirits. But she said, no spirits all around you, dear. It's just me. And so I can just see her keep cupping your face and say, I love you. Please take care.
That's cool.
That's fucking awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's your
That's
mama
amazing.
came through. That's all she has to say. She's not really much of a talker. She's just like straight to the point. That's it. Get it done
Yeah,
over
that's
with.
mom. Yeah, she would call her and she'd be like, "Okay, bye." And she'd
Oh
hang
my
up.
gosh,
Like,
man.
I love you, mom. And she had hung up. That's.
This is
Wow.
This is crazy, Linda. We've got to get you back on the show soon, please. Seriously, okay. Listen, for everybody,
man,
for all of
don't
our
come back.
listeners
This
and
is a
everybody who's
comedy
watching,
podcast.
right? For everybody who's watching, everybody who's listening. Sorry, shit's getting heavy, but like for real, this is some next level shit. This is like not anything that we can like jest about. Like for real, I feel something going on here. It's amazing.
Yo,
Linda,
hey, you
seriously,
good, Linda.
thank you so much for coming on with us. I know we're gonna let you go because I don't think we can handle any more like truth. Honestly,
It's okay to cry, Alan. Okay, it's okay to cry, Alan. She say refuse.
she's there with you, dude. You hear it right there. So please check her out on Linda's Spiritual Corner on Facebook. Linda, seriously, thank you so much for your time. This is amazing. I mean, I can't even. There's not even words for like how fucking dead on you were on everything except for Fred's thing. which I told him not to invest in midget wrestling. I told him, Linda, I said, don't invest in the midget wrestling league. Just don't do it. And he's like, they said it's a sure thing. They said that they're the biggest midgets in the world. And I was like, those are just regular sized people, man. But he didn't believe me. And so thank you for clearing that up for him. I appreciate that. So,
You're welcome.
Linda, is there anything you'd like to promote other than, obviously, like I said, come visit you and check you out, check out your page. Definitely give her a like.
Yeah.
No, I'm just happy to be here, you guys. Like I said, I didn't know how this was gonna turn out, and Helen's mom
this was
came through
amazing.
for him.
Yeah, this was amazing, and for real, yeah, I can't even express how pleasantly surprised I am by your appearance. This is amazing. We'd love to have you back on soon. If you ever have some time, let me know, and we will absolutely get you back on. I like, holy shit. I need to just take a break because holy shit, my brain is, I'm like overloaded with that shit right now. It's amazing. Seriously. Thank you so much, Linda.
Thank you.
Again, we will definitely send everybody your way. And I wish you the best in the future. I think you already know things are going to be great.
Yeah.
But I had to make my one psychic joke that I could get in, but thank you so much for coming on. We're going to take a quick break. And we'll be back on the other side with the end of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Welcome back to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, episode number 102. We would, of course, love to thank Linda Fay for her time with us. Again, it was just mind-blowing. So check out Linda's Spiritual Corner on Facebook. And in a slight change of gears, Fred.
Yeah,
we went from here's your fucking dead people looking over your shoulders to some rock and roll. However, it kind of does work together because we would now like to introduce two of the gentlemen from Set for the Fall, which I don't know hopefully they'll let us play some of their music at some point, or maybe I don't think they're going to play
copyright.
It's probably copyright. No. But this is, of course, Donovan and Joey Bag of Donuts. Is your full name Joey Bag of Donuts, or can I just call you Joey? I'll call you Joey Bag of Donuts the whole fucking show. I don't care.
Bag o' donuts.
Well, no, because then Mose is going to come after us.
I thought the holes would be too long, so
Joey Bag of Donut holes. I can handle that. So, gentlemen, welcome to the show. Of course, you guys are. What is your role in the band? Because I don't know things like that.
I'm a celloist.
Yep. I always notice you guys have a very driving cello sound.
Yes.
I'm the lead singer for Set for the Fall. That's all I do. I am not a musician by any standard. I leave that up to Donovan and the rest of the guys.
Hey, your voice is a musical
Okay,
instrument.
before Donovan tells us what he is, would Alan or Fred like to guess what Donovan is?
Drummer.
What part he plays?
Drummer.
No, he's a guitarist.
No, he thinks he can play the drums. He always gets back there and plays his little ditty. And then we're like, please get from behind the drums right now, please.
Or Donovan.
Yeah, I do. I play the guitar. If you couldn't tell by the guitar,
Massive amount of guitar stuff behind you.
Here behind me.
Kind of obvious.
See, I didn't know if they had the context clues or not. There's literally a guitar head right beside him.
There's definitely. I do have a drum set over here.
Oh, okay. So
Slightly up.
okay. Oh, is it like bongo?
It's just not set up right now.
Oh,
Yes, he's their bongoist, Fred. Is that what you call a guy who plays a bongoist?
Yeah, a bongoist. A bong artist. A bong artist.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's Alan. Alan is our bong artist.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Exactly.
I love that picture behind you, my friend.
hey, thanks. That's sneezes. That's sneezes.
It's taken Fred 102 episodes to get some sort of decoration behind him. No, you've had that one for about 20 episodes, right? Something
I
like
have.
that?
Yeah.
Go back and watch episode 82 and see if he hasn't. No one's going to do that. So, but I'd like to think that they will.
Now, I was going to ask, what are the
I
records
thought-
behind Alan here?
Oh, Alan, would you care to explain the records that
that's
you
our 50th
allegedly
episode.
received?
Yeah, that's our 50th episode. Our record.
Oh, sick.
And then we got our 100th episode. Which
We
is
were cool. We were better at 50 episodes than we are at 100. That's why the 50th is
We got a
bigger.
gold at 50 and a purple at 100.
Because obviously, once you sell 100 of something, it's purple.
Yeah.
Dude, we've got so many aluminum records. It's amazing.
Surprised they're not on the wall behind Donovan. They should be. I wasn't allowed. I asked if I could have a record, and they were like, "You get nothing. You get like the side of your TV."
They get like a participation medal.
That's
There you
right.
go.
That's what you get.
That's what I normally get is the fart. So, gentlemen, like I said, it's set for the fall. You guys got to check them out. They're on Spotify. You guys have like over 1 million listens on Spotify. Is that right?
Yeah,
Or was it 10?
Over
I don't even know. Let me see.
a
I
lot.
could check it out real quick.
It was a lot. I
lot.
noticed the other day you guys were like, we have a lot. And I was like, shit, that's a lot. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, it's like almost over 2 million in total, collectively. Yeah,
That's a lot, Fred.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Fred released an album of Christmas songs, and it does not have 2 million streams. I can tell you.
What's
It deserves
called?
it.
Did you release it?
What was it? It was Freddie Jazzmouth's Christmas Explosion or something like that. I don't recall what it is now.
Hey, if you're dropping a new one this year, I want to be on it. Let me do a little.
Yes!
you know.
Yes!
Yeah, let's go.
We've been trying to get some
Alan,
like some help.
we're out the
Joey
studio,
Bag-
baby.
Joey Bag of Donut Holes and Freddie. What would you call him?
Freddie Jazzmouth.
Yeah,
Freddie
I can't find
Jazzmouth
it.
and Joey Bag of Donut Holes.
Yeah, no one can find it. That's his trick on the world. Is it's so limited release.
It's like that Wu-Tang album.
Yeah, it's actually one of our episodes. We released a Christmas episode.
Yeah, we released it around I
He's
think Christmas of
he's
last year.
underground. He's like
That's
the
right.
beast
He's so underground that you can't hear him when he
Underground,
sings.
Love it.
6 feet underground.
It's 6 feet.
No, that's your jazz career, Fred. But yeah, we would love to have like so. So we have an Elvis impersonator who's a friend of the show as well. Or, I'm sorry, Elvis tribute artist who's a friend of our show as well, Landon James at LandonJamesETA.com. And we tried to convince Fred and him to do some duets together around Christmas, and Fred refused.
No,
Oh.
he lives in Chicago.
He lives in Chicago. That doesn't mean anything, Fred.
not
We'll
going
fly
up
you
to
to Chicago.
Chicago.
Do you not see our palatial studio behind me? We can fly you to Chicago tonight.
On Spirit. So on Spirit.
Well, maybe not Spirit. Maybe under Spirit. Maybe can you? How's your grip strength, Fred? You think you can hold on for like an hour flight? Yeah. We'll just sneak you in, and we can be luggage. It's only $50 to take luggage.
Yeah.
You can get
just-
you can get that lady that was just on to like project your astral spiritual plane.
Yeah, there you
Yes.
go. Yeah.
See, so before she was telling us
You might have
about
to
in the
die
beginning,
first, but that's okay.
I don't think you guys were here for. And I don't know when you got here, but in the beginning, she was talking about like the different kinds of mediums, and one of them is one where they like take the form of other people, and ectoplasm comes off their face.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
creepy.
I saw that on Ghostbusters. I saw that.
Right? That's what I thought.
Ectoplasm.
It's very
I know
creepy
these
though.
words.
Yeah, I was like, oh, ectoplasm. Oh, I love
I know that
Slimer.
word. I know that word.
Slimer's my homie.
Slimer is the homie.
Yeah.
Well, guys, so you guys are we're trying to get. You said it was July 27th. You guys are hoping to get voted in to be part of the Louder Than Life Festival in Kentucky. So everybody, I'm going to tell you now, and I'm going to tell you again, like a bunch of days before July 27th, that you need to go to the Louder Life Festival's Twitch page and vote the fuck out of these fellas.
Yeah, so it'll be 6:30 Eastern time. Is that right, Donovan? On the 27th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6:30
So
p.m.
we're in a bracket. There's 8 bands in this bracket. Whoever wins this bracket gets to play. So
Do you know any of the other?
Say bracket one more time.
bracket.
Love it.
Bracket.
Do you know any of the other bands that are in the bracket yet? Have you guys ever?
There's a so in our
They're all
bracket we
garbage. They're all
don't.
garbage.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to say. Fuck those
Yeah.
guys.
yeah, not in our bracket, but
Who?
in like in the other couple brackets, we do have a few
cares?
friends that are in it, which is super cool.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
whatever. Fuck those guys too. Fuck your friends.
We want to win it all.
Only
We wanna win
there
it
was
all.
only set for the fall.
Yeah,
That's right.
there you go.
So I do
And
have to
it's
tell
in
you
the-
guys.
It's like, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No,
No,
I was going to tell you.
go
So
ahead.
after we spoke and we kind of worked on getting you on the show and everything, I went and obviously I was like, oh, I need to check them out. You know, they were Sound Rock and Roll. I was listening to you guys a little bit on Facebook. Then I went to your Spotify, and I told Fred and Alan this, and they laughed at me. So I have to tell it to you guys. So like, you know, obviously your name's set for the fall. On your Spotify, there is a large orange like light deflector or something behind the picture of the band. And so
Yeah.
when I first glanced, I didn't know if you guys were like a fall themed band. because I was like, oh,
gotcha.
a pumpkin. I was like, it's like they think about like fall shit, which I was like, I love fall. Fall's my favorite season.
Erase that picture, Donovan. Erase
No,
it.
don't erase that
Erase
picture. I
that
love it.
picture.
I think we're the Pumpkin Kings or something.
Yeah, I'll be Jack Skellington.
Pumpkin Spice Rock and Roll, man. That's a great name for an album.
Yeah.
Dude, all the white girls will love it. All of the white
Yeah,
girls.
oh,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You want to win that bracket. You play to the string. Like if we will come out, we will be dressed as pumpkin spice lattes from head to toe.
Yes, sir.
Basic B night. Basic B night. Just come out and
There you go.
Basic B night. You
I
can hear
love
the
it.
stampede of Uggs from like a mile away.
The muffled screams of Uggs. The furry kind.
Yeah, let me.
What year was Uggs important? Like, what year were Uggs? Like, are they still a thing? People
They
wear
are.
the boots with the
They still people. Still
The only thing I know about Uggs, and is that no, those are Crocs. I was thinking, when were Uggs? Uggs were like what, 2008, 2000 something like. I don't know. We're
Something
old.
around then, I think.
Yeah.
It was too. It was too late.
It was when the song. It was when the song was popular. Boots with the fur had the whole.
Yeah. Apple bottom jeans. Yeah.
Fred Hughes did that the other day.
That probably was 2010, 18, 2018.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Those were the
That's
days.
crazy.
Oh, the simpler times, the salad days.
When I was a younger man.
Sorry, back when I could touch my own toes and stand back up without falling
When
over.
I could see my penis.
That's right. I remember. I remember, little Jim.
I just found it. So it came out in 2000 after Oprah featured an UGG on her favorite things.
Oh my god.
Oh, that'll do it.
That was it. Just the one person to say it, and then bang.
Dude, that's all Oprah had to do. We've tried so hard to get on the Oprah show just to be one of her favorite podcasts. And it turns out she doesn't do her show anymore. So
Right.
we're going to keep trying, though. We're going to try and get you guys on there, too.
She would have given you guys out, and you get the podcast, and you get
Right. You get a podcast. And we do that for our listeners all the time. Like, you get a podcast. You get to just listen, please. It's free. For the love of God. So I know I did listen, like I said, I did listen to you guys. You're not fall themed, much to the chagrin of my wife and probably every 20-something-year-old white woman in America. But that doesn't mean you can't do a fall themed album at some point.
Right, you never know.
But so that's see, look at that, perfect. That's a great name. So, but how did you guys choose your band name? Is it just like you're like, this sounds cool?
It was just like it was fall time, and I was just like, "Are you ready to pick a name?" And
like, we're set.
and we're set for
I
it.
was like, I'm set. That's it.
That's it. See,
It's you know, it's just like for us, like being set for the fall. I mean, it really does come from like a point of
Well, we didn't come up with the name, which is funny. Like none of us are like the original band members.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so like now,
You like that version of the Temptations that keep touring?
like the band was formed and then I came in as the singer. So I am the original singer, but like it was already they already had a band. I was like, what are y'all gonna just play music? Like, I mean, I didn't know people did that, you know. But you know, they were like, no, we've been looking for a singer for like a year. I was like, oh, okay, all right, well, I'm here.
I can sing.
There you go.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been around. We haven't changed it. I mean, we thought about it, but it was just like, I mean, it sounds cool.
No, it's a cool name. Yeah.
I like it.
Again, if you want to embrace the pumpkin thing, then I mean,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean, when I'm not doing music,
like
I do run a coffee shop here at
apple
home.
cider vinegar.
Oh, there you go.
He
That's awesome.
literally does run a coffee shop. But like, you know,
That's
like
perfect.
fall of man, we're
There
ready
you go.
for
And then,
we're
so-
ready for
Right. Yeah, I was thinking of that too.
Yeah.
Like it could go in the other direction. You know?
It sounds your version, your way of thinking of it is way cooler than my way of thinking of it.
Right.
'Cause I'm
Yeah.
dead. So,
Well, just
You're
a fun
thinking
fact. I
leaves.
did just get pumpkin sauce into the coffee shop today. I'm about to release it August 3rd. So if any of people
That's all because he's
Every-
set for it. He's set for the fall already. Everybody else
Every
waiting on their
woman is
pumpkin spice.
waiting.
You got
That's
yours
right.
on deck.
I got my Spice Connect. So
Yeah.
I got it
If
in.
you ever want to see a woman go postal, let her go to Starbucks, and they're like, "Hey, we're out of pumpkin spice," and you're just gonna see her start running over the curb, hitting cars. She's like, "I'm going to the next one," you know.
So I don't know if you guys
pumpkin spice from the Silk Road.
Yeah, the real pumpkin spice.
Yeah,
none of that import bullshit.
Got heroin in it.
Emphasis on the spice. I don't know if Fred's seen Dune or not.
The main vein.
No, that reminds me of I've been watching what is it? I Think You Should Leave on Netflix lately, and there's one there's that one skit where he's paying it forward, trying to get the guy to pay it forward. That's totally what it reminds me of.
Drive-through of the
Yeah, where he like takes off and like, Rawr! That's exactly what it is. They're like, we're out of pumpkin spice.
What are you doing? I'm doing something here.
Yeah, dude.
Does he order like over $1,000 worth of some kind of?
Yeah, it's like 600 and something bucks, but he's like 55 taters, 55 tacos, 55 pizzas, 4 whatever, blah 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 blah. Oh, it's so funny. The lady behind him does the same thing, and he's like, "No shit!" And he like tries to get out. Such a funny show.
Dude.
So yeah, so where are you guys? So obviously, you said Donovan, you are managing a coffee shop. Would you like to plug your coffee shop, or would you like keep it down low?
It's fine.
Oh, you doing that good? Okay.
I don't know. Hey, you never know.
I don't need no help. Thanks, man.
No, I mean it's just a small coffee shop. I don't live in a big town or nothing. It's just a small town coffee shop.
Where are you guys based out of?
So I live in Granite Falls, North Carolina. So I'm a little bit north of Hickory, south of Boone. Okay. Yeah. And then, I mean, our other guitarist is in Old Fort, North Carolina, which is over there by like Asheville, Black Mountain area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're out of Greenville, South Carolina, so we're not too far away.
Yeah, that's not too bad
from you guys. Do you guys ever play down this way, or
not really? But our drummer lives in Statesville, North Carolina, which is so it's a little bit more that way. But
right over the line.
Yeah, then Joey's way over there in Golfland.
I'm Golfland, Pinehurst.
Oh,
where all the a-holes live.
Fred, we're talking about moving.
Are you an a-hole? I've got
no, I'm not an a-hole.
Yeah, he is.
I'll come over there and change the whole vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they'll be like, "There's a black in town. We gotta go."
Yeah, there's a black one in town.
There's a black a-hole.
What is this? Who's your caddy? What is going on?
There was a golf club here.
Get out of here, Faison.
They wouldn't let Michael Jordan buy a house in there at one of these golf country clubs. Yeah.
Really?
You might be out of luck. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Damn. Fuck it. Let's burn it to the ground.
No, let's not. No. We don't advocate burning things to the ground.
We'll roast marshmallows. We'll sit on top.
There you go.
Roast marshmallows together.
Fucking
hysterical. Maniacally.
Flaming golf balls.
Flaming
golf balls. Some golf balls on fire.
Exploding kind. Those exploding kind, dude.
Smack them right through the window.
I just want to go out there to like where the fancy one is and get those exploding golf balls and just put them in there for when they're out there, just like practice shots, and just watching people freak the hell out when they go off. It'd be hilarious.
I wish more than anything that I could in any way play golf, but I am, and Fred will tell you, I'm possibly the worst golfer in the world. I'm so bad I can't even do the thing to be a golfer.
All you ever see is people like cursing the green, like that lady you had on before here that was talking to dead spirits, and then just breaking clubs over pine trees. That's all you ever see. That's
I have always wanted to do that.
And they just keep spending $600 a freaking hole. It's like, what is wrong with you?
That's
too much money over here, man. I don't have any.
Yeah.
I live in a condo.
Right, samesies.
There you go.
This is just a cardboard box behind me, and then if I were to hit I'm not going to do it. If I was to knock it down, you would see I'm just out in nature.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I live in and around a retention pond. It's fenced in. It's got a yard with a fence, baby. Come on.
All the frogs you can.
That's right. All the turtles you want to eat. Sorry, turtle. I have a turtle somewhere. I do actually have a turtle that I don't know why I have a turtle, but. My wife was like, I found this turtle and now it's ours, and I'm like, I don't want a turtle, and my kids were like, we have a turtle, and I'm like, God damn it, we have a turtle.
Ectoplasm.
Did you get a turtle because of Rocky?
Ninja turtle.
Did you get a turtle because of Rocky? Remember he had those little turtles in the first Rocky movie?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No, I got a turtle again because I can't say no to my wife.
You got turtle because he lives in
It's real easy. Just say no. Just say no.
See,
Say no.
I tried
do it all
that.
the time.
I tried that. And then she's like,
You
oh,
gotta
okay,
be
so
all done
yes. And I was
screwing.
like,
You got to be all done screwing. Got to be all done screwing. That's it.
we are, don't worry.
You get the
So-
like me?
Yes, dude, totally. Team Snip Snip, baby. Let's go. Yeah, after my third one popped out, like literally the day we brought him home, I was like, well, time to make that appointment.
Two and done.
Best decision I ever made. I'm just,
I agree.
it is, Alan, is the best decision I ever made. I'm trying to convince Fred to do the same thing. He won't do it. He won't do it, and he won't live stream it for the show. And that's what's pissing me off most. That's all I ever want, Fred.
I sold a record to the doctor while he was snipping me.
You're like, I'm going to sing, bro.
He was like, you're in a band? I was like, yeah, check it out on Spotify. He puts my song up while he's snipping me. He's like, well, you guys are pretty good. I was like, well, we got some vinyls. You got vinyls? He's like, I love vinyls. I was like, well, go online and buy one of our vinyls. And he's just like, all right, we're all done here. I was like, all right.
You got a discount.
Now you're like, now I go get a vasectomy every week so I can keep selling records.
Hell no, he don't get a discount. I had to pay full price for that thing. Come on.
No, you got the discount. You gave your little money back
right.
by buying the record.
No.
He's like, I cut out. He's like, I cut off a little extra for you, buddy. Thanks for the advice. You're like, hey, all right.
Now you can hit those high notes.
Exactly.
Like, you'll be an alto? Is that the highest one? I don't know.
I have no clue. I don't know anything about music.
He's got a
I don't know anything about music.
I can sing in falsetto now.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Alan?
He can sing in falsetto now.
Falsetto. There you go.
Falsetto.
See, thank Alan. Alan is our resident music guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if you can't see behind him or in front of what he's looking at is he has like a recording studio there. He's done a couple of metal albums, a couple other, like I said, Fred's album. There was no saving that one. He did his best. He did his best. Fred recorded
That
it.
thing took me a long time to record, man.
Dude, no, it didn't. So, okay. So get
like
this,
10
right?
minutes.
10 minutes. You didn't even say it was that long when we asked. So I was like, okay, Fred, we're going to promote your album, right? Like, obviously, it's going to be great. It's going to set records. It's going to be great. And so I was like, Fred, like, I know this album took you a long time. Wouldn't it be good if the listeners listened to it? He's like, yeah, it took me like 6 minutes. And I was like, Fred, I was trying to be like 6 months, man. He's like, no,
or something. I think
that's exactly what he did. So he recorded. He put his iPhone on the track and then put it up to his just exactly what you're seeing right now. This was his setup. And then he tried to sing into
Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus right now. While the music's playing here. I know shit about computers, and I was like, this will work. And it sounded decent.
Yeah.
Did it not sound decent?
There's no way. There's no way.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't sound like I did
here
it
you
like
go.
this.
I'm calling.
Here you go.
I'm calling BS.
Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes
Oh
Santa Claus.
my
Right down Santa
God.
Claus'
It sounds like WB Frog or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that was the whole point. That's the whole point of it.
You can sing, buddy.
Look,
Pretty
see?
good voice.
Oh, here's my favorite one where he does a British accent. This is great.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you
Oh my Lord, dude.
I played this for my kids so many times. It's fucking hilarious. They love it. They love to hate it so much.
Gosh, dude. We need it for our Christmas show. That'll be our intro.
If I heard that at night at Christmas, I would be so scared.
Right? I'm like, Santa will never come for you. We only believe in Krampus in this house.
I'd be like, Santa, if that's you, you're about to get both barrels, buddy.
I told him, I was like, kids, beware of Santa. And then we played that song. And I'm like, now go to sleep, children.
It's about to be a violent night.
Yeah, and they're like, Dad, we know you can't make more of us. We're safe. And I'm like, damn it, you're right. Like, oh, you got me.
Did you see the Christmas movie with Mel Gibson where he played Santa Claus? Did you
Who
see
is
that
it?
movie? Mel Gibson played Santa Claus, and he was just like,
oh, I do know. I want to see it. Yeah,
oh
like,
my god, it's so good, dude.
Is it good?
Yeah, dude. It's pretty good.
I'm gonna have to
It's but he plays like Christopher Kringle or
Fat
I think
Man.
he uses like the
Fat
real name, but
Fat
it's
Man.
like mercenaries coming to kill Santa Claus.
Yeah, and ways to him, bro.
I saw the fucking preview for it. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to see it.
It's like
You can
a
watch it
real
right now
Christmas
on
Lethal
Peacock.
Weapon. Heck yeah.
Really?
It's like a real Christmas Lethal Weapon, dude. Like Braveheart.
Yeah. Okay.
What's that good? I mean, Lethal Weapon was a Christmas movie.
It was a Christmas movie.
No, hold on.
No, Die Hard was a Christmas movie.
Yo, Christmas one.
No, because
Lethal Weapon
it was
1.
during Christmas in
Lethal
in
Weapon.
Lethal
1,
Weapon.
They're playing the Christmas music.
Yeah,
it was during
because
Christmas.
Gary Busey he threw Mel Gibson through the Christmas tree.
Yeah, he drove through the
he drove to the house.
to the house. Yeah.
Dude, I watch Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3, and 4 probably. Like,
Goddamn Cougar
once a
Ranch.
month. He nailed it. My favorite part is where he knocks his shoulder back in place, and then the freaking psychiatrist is like right there. Or the one time where he's down on his knees and he's like asking him to marry his partner or
Asking
whatever.
Riggs
And
to
she
marry
walks
him.
up. Yeah, she's like, we really need to talk. He's like, yeah, I don't think so.
And when he's in the toilet,
Very good,
and
man.
she goes upstairs and
Oh,
he's sitting on the
God.
toilet. He's next to his
Yeah.
she walks back out.
Or when I think is it Lethal Weapon 4 where he's like, I will not marry you. I am sorry, this has become so unprofessional. And she's like, I would never. Oh, it's so good. That's good, baby. They need to make a 5th one before they all die.
Yeah.
Well, they did it. They made it
Well,
an Always Sunny made it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Always Sunny didn't make it. Yeah.
Always Sunny made Lethal Weapon 5, and it was one of the greatest films ever. Unfortunately, that's one of their banned episodes now.
Oh,
I'm not
'Cause of its
financing the
depiction of
movie if I
blackface.
ain't banging.
I tried to start Always Sunny, and I think I stopped. I
I can't
didn't
do
stop
it.
like intentionally, but like
Oh my
I got kind
god!
of like I kind of like lost interest like halfway through the first season.
Oh, it's such a good show.
Dude,
Man.
like
I
keep
know.
going.
It's
Keep
legitimately
going,
my
'cause
favorite
it's
show on
just like,
television.
the gang
They're
gets
nuts,
into
man.
so much fucking shit.
They are nuts, but like as it goes on, I mean,
They
now they're
are.
on like they just I think actually season 16 just finished the other
16,
day.
yeah.
Well, actually, what's the season where they opened their bar to underage kids?
That was I believe that was the second season.
Yeah, okay, that's where I'm
What's
at.
the-
That's where I stopped. At.
Yeah.
What's the crazy family that they go up against?
The
all
McPoyles,
Big boys.
time?
McPoyle family, yeah, hilarious.
Oh my. Yeah,
The sister had that dead tooth.
Yeah.
No, Margaret McPoyle is deaf, and she's
Okay.
it's a whole thing.
I
It's
just keep seeing that. I just keep.
it's
seeing
fucking
the TikTok
hilarious.
Where he lifts what's her name up by the vagina. He's just
yeah, D,
grabs-
yeah.
Oh,
he looks-
yeah.
he's like, ah! Dude, it's so funny. It's such a great show. Give it another try, just
Because of the
I'm just like,
implications.
what?
because exactly. Give it a try because of the implication, which you won't understand that until like season 4. But when you do, you'll be like,
I drive trucks, so I'm always putting these shows on once I know the characters.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
listen to it in the background. So
Always Sunny is a show that you
I'll
can just
try.
listen to. It really is. That is my one recommendation. I promise you, if you listen to Always Sunny, I will do everything in my power to get you guys on the Louder Than Life Festival.
all right, well,
I will.
consider-
I will fucking
I
murder.
don't know who you're plugging here, man.
I don't know either. Wait, shit. What are we doing? The Black Lincoln Collective podcast. That's who we're plugging, Fred. We're plugging our own show on our show, Fred. It's gonna work. It's gonna make perfect sense eventually. So, in case anyone forgot, this is not the cast of Always Sunny. This is the cast, part of the cast of Set for the Fall. So, do you guys have any shows coming up anywhere soon, or anytime soon that you want to?
dude.
No.
So, like, no. So
just-
what
we
happened
just wanted-
was, yeah. So
Forgot
we're
to book shows.
we're coming back together after a long little vacation.
Right.
So just, like everyone, like COVID came
Sure.
and like halted
Right.
all of touring, and at that time, like I kind of stepped away from the band a little bit just because like I was just like, let me just take a break, like maybe just
Well, coffee
decompress
consumed
and-
your life.
Right.
yeah, and then I just dove into coffee, and I just
did.
run a whole coffee shop now. So,
Right.
but then I came back to it because our booking agent hit us up. It's like a funny short story, long story short. But
Oh, we got time, buddy. Go to the
Yeah.
deep version.
so like our booking agent hit up the other guitar player, Harrison, and was like, "Hey, all those shows that were postponed for COVID are now booked again for next year.
Right.
I need to know if you guys are playing them or not, so I can get you guys lined up and this and that." And so Harrison called me and was like, "Hey, I know you just left the band, but do you want to play some more shows with us?" And I was just like, "Yeah, dude." I was like, I'm not like I hated anybody, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it wasn't like it wasn't any bad blood or nothing. Yeah, it was just like
we get it.
I just
needed
a little bit of. I just needed a little break from the business because like it took during the time like it was like the band became more business than fun. You know what I mean? Like it kind of passed into that like that businessy side of it, and I was just like everyday emails and just like super proper every day on email. Like, you just like constantly just like business stuff, and so I was able to step away from that and just like literally have fun for no reason. Just making coffee was just like a whole like just like don't not like turning your brain off.
Sometimes you need that though.
Yeah,
and then when you come back, you better.
You know, people put swans on there. He puts like penises and balls on their coffee.
I want to go to this coffee shop really bad now.
Yeah.
I love. Is it called Dick Coffee?
No,
great name for a coffee shop.
No, so but yeah, so then our agent booked us these shows, and I was just like, let's do it. So we jumped on these shows, and then we were like, hey, this was pretty fun. Let's keep doing this again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then we were like, well, let's release some music because at this time, now it was like 4 years without releasing music, and we're like, oh gosh, like.
Right.
We can't keep blaming COVID now. Like it's been 4 years.
You got to get something out there.
Yeah, like everything's opening back up, so it's not like we can be like, oh, we haven't, we can't work together because COVID. But so we ended up just getting, just like reigniting, but like kind of going in it in a whole different mindset of like screw the business side of it. Like obviously there has to be money made.
Yeah,
and it's going to be there, but it's just like let's just go back to being like kids coming home from school, going to a garage, just jamming with some friends, and just having fun again. And then we've done that. Like it was so weird.
We made lists of people who we wanted to work with, and we were like, we're going to go work with those people.
Yeah,
you're like Black Lincoln Collective Podcast, obviously number one.
Check that off your list.
Right. Yeah. So you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. There you go. And so it was like it was just like. We were like, why were we so hesitant on working with certain people? Like, oh, we can't. I don't want to work with them, or I don't want to work with them because we have to stay in this certain. Like for some reason, we put ourselves in a box.
Yeah, what's easy to do?
Yeah. And we're like, we can't work. Yeah, and you're like, we can't work with them because we got to stay over here. And it was just like, so now it was just like coming back to it. We're like, let's just work with whoever. Let's make a list of people. Like he said, make a list of producers, make a list of bands and. Let's just literally work with obviously like within money, finances and stuff. Like, I mean, you can work with the best and it'll cost you like 10 grand a song, but obviously within reason. So, we ended up, working with some good friends and, we have one, like I said, we just released a song about a month or so ago. We have another one being, in the works now, or we just got the final draft of the music video in today. So that's still in the works.
The cool thing is if we do make it to the third round, because there's going to be 3 votes, we will be debuting world premiere of a new song and a music video for that new song at that voting thing. So
gotta make it happen, listeners.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're pretty stoked. Like we're pretty excited about what's coming now. Like we're all excited and have the fire going again, and we just want to write music again. Like we were so worried. And had all these like expectations on ourselves of like, well, we can't do that. But it was just like, why do we do that? Like, it's literally the point of music is having fun and just writing.
Yeah.
Right.
And one of the coolest things is when that time came, where the band just took a break. I mean, we all had a lot of stuff that happened in our lives. Like we had kids, people got married, like we actually had some stuff to write about. There were so many bands writing COVID songs that made us sick. We were like, what the hell are you
Get
talking
the
about?
COVID joke?
Yeah, dude, they're just like...
Made him sick, Fred? Come on.
Yeah.
Made me sick, dude. Like, freaking... It was so funny because there was, like, bands that were, like they thought they were scientists or something. They were just talking about some viral...
Like my mom,
I was like, yeah. Oh, no, my mom, too. But, like, they didn't know anything about any of it, and they were really writing songs like they knew what the hell they were talking about. And I was like, why don't you just talk about your life? You know
Fauci is a liar.
Hey, we have a song.
Only go with Pfizer.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear about the Pfizer building?
Johnson & Johnson.
Did you hear about? I'm the band's conspiracy theorist, by the way.
Oh, good.
There you go.
So
Fred is ours.
Pfizer just got ran through by a tornado in North Carolina today and just freaking destroyed.
Rained COVID vaccine
Really?
on everyone.
Dude,
They're coming up the evidence.
There's no more boosters, bro. There's no more boosters after that
That's
one.
the weather
coming up
machine.
the evidence.
They use
They
that
had
weather
that,
machine to get to it.
That weather machine. Yep.
That's
That
right.
goddamn weather machine.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like he claimed himself as the conspiracy artist, but he is not. That's my job. I love rabbit holes, and I go down them.
I was hoping that Donovan would like to keep it above
He
board.
just loves holes.
Look at that, so deep.
Forget the rabbit. He just loves holes.
He's indiscriminate of holes. As long as there's a hole, he'll get in it.
Going down it.
He's like Forrest Gump going in that freaking foxhole.
Foxhole.
Butt sticking out, just like I'm up in here.
Yeah, that's Freddie.
Yep,
That
that was
motherfucker
just
went
like
in
him.
that hole. He's fucking.
He had that light in his
Dude,
mouth. He
whoa.
was ready to go.
Yeah, he's ready to go. I must have drank about 15 Dr. Peppers.
I got shot in the buttocks.
So the new song is "Product of Pressure,"
Yep.
and you guys just released it. It's already up to almost 63,000 streams on Spotify, which is amazing.
Yeah, they were
And I was
stoked on that.
way short, dude. You guys like your number one song, "Let Go," is 1.9 million already.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Yeah,
a
we've been
old one,
super. Yeah, it's an oldie, but we're trying to get these new ones up there.
Oh yeah,
To pass because obviously you want the newer stuff to be more highlighted.
sure.
But yeah, like this new stuff is super sick. I'm like we're like super excited about what's coming. Like we have one song that's like really heavy that we just want to release like now, but it's like we want to win a hold that one and then drop it.
Yeah.
That thing is sick.
You don't
That's
want to
awesome.
drop the whole load on them.
I can tell you guys are excited about making music again, and like
Yeah.
you said, COVID did put a stop to so much like progress
Fuck COVID.
with that kind of stuff. Yeah, we all agree with that, Fred.
Okay.
We're not. None of us are fans of COVID.
Sure. Just
I did mention.
No,
I
no.
did go to a place yesterday where there were a lot of people, and I was like, "Fucking COVID didn't do its job." But I mean, that was just because there was a really long line at the wing stand, and I was pissed about that.
Wings.
I really wanted wings.
You know, the song "Product of Pressure," it really does. It talks about how like, yeah, we may have taken a break, but like we're here to stay. We're gonna do what we do, and if you try to stop that, then you're gonna get handled. You know,
There
like,
you
you're
go.
You're gonna get in so many terms. You're gonna get
Allegedly
knocked out. No,
No, not allegedly.
no. There's somebody in the pit that's probably gonna knock your teeth out.
Right.
Yeah. Well, what's funny was like you were talking about earlier about how you recorded a song in like 6 minutes or something.
Right.
Like we were used to writing a song like over the span of like a week or something. You know what I mean? Like taking the time and like making sure everything's done. Like when we came back to it and we were like, let's push to these bigger producers that are writing a lot of like some of the bigger hits and all that stuff. Like they were just like, like we hit them up and we're like, hey, how much time do we need to like allot so I can get a hotel out there? And he's like, oh, we should be able to knock it out like in a day. And I was like, what? I was like, hold on, and like because the whole plan was like we wanted to write
$10,000, motherfucker. I need more than a day.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
I was
week at a
just like,
resort.
and it was like because we wanted to write songs from scratch with these people. Like we didn't want to go in with like these ideas already. We wanted to work with these people and get the best out of them and get the best out of us at the same time. And so we anticipated like at least 3 days or something. And he was like, we'll get it done like in a day.
So wait a
minute. I was like,
it was so funny though. Like he took, we had like a 15
a 3.5 minute
song.
song.
3.5 minute song. He took 15 seconds out of that song, told us the rest was shit, and then used that 15 seconds and built an entire song out of 15 seconds worth of music. And then we just kept building on it and building on it. The hardest part was like, for us was lyrics for like verses or whatever. But I remember we worked with a guy that was helping us write songs, which was the first time we've ever done that. They were like, hey, go to dinner. We came back and they're like, hey, we wrote the first verse. And I was like, what? we weren't even here. What do you mean? You know? So I was like, how do you know? He's like, well, you told us what you wanted to write. And like, it was so funny though, because
so how was it?
It was us. It was they. What's cool about these writers is like, a lot of times when you're working with, and this is the first time we've done that, we write our hooks, we write our choruses and all that stuff.
Sure.
But like, verse wise, it was the first time I was like, wow, they really embodied. They listened to us. They were talking,
right.
They asked us questions.
That's amazing.
And they were like, this is how we would write this. And your rhyme schemes and all that kind of stuff, like it all made sense. So it was a really eye opener for us. And then we worked with other people where we've been a part of the whole process and wrote everything. But that was a cool experience because these guys, like, they work. I don't know if you guys have heard of like Jelly Roll or like these guys are that team. And I was like, wow, this is a whole other level. It was like going from high school to the NFL. I was like, what the heck?
You know?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
God, I need a favor.
Yeah, and it was just like
whoever wrote that song, man. That song.
Yeah, and it was like we went in there, like it was like the first time we had a team. Like he was like, because we thought it was just going to be like normally we just go in with the producer and then we just like bounce ideas. You know,
42 people in that house, bro.
Yeah, and it was like he was like, you know, so he was like, hey, what's going on? This is Evan. You know, it's going to be helping us out with some stuff, songwriting, and he's like my co-producer, and then I have a couple other writers coming in to help write some lyrics with your singer, and I was just like, what is this? Like, this is like the full
money's worth, man. Yeah,
fucking thing.
And it's cool because you also learn out of that, because like when you write songs over and over again in your own way, like obviously you do as good as you can, but when you have those other people that work with so many other artists that can pull the best out of you even more that you didn't even know about, you're like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. You know, it's like cool.
Damn, that's so fucking cool, man.
You come in and write a song with them, but these dudes literally write a song every day or 2 songs every day with.
That's crazy.
And it's like, how do you have that? I don't even know that many words. I
right.
Like, what do you mean? You know,
my song would be like,
I that's how I started out. And then I had a guy tell me, hey, you need to stop saying yeah all the time. And I was like, oh.
You're like, yeah?
Wow.
Why?
All right.
So what I take away from that is a producer is supposed to help with the show, Alan.
Yeah. They trim the fat.
Look, he made those 2 records.
That's true. He did make those records. I forgot. Alan is our producer, by the way. So anytime we learn what a real producer does, we have to remind him how great he is at his job.
Everything, and they get paid.
That is what's been happening, though. So I guess we got that part right. Alan gets all the Patreon money.
Yeah, right.
That son of a bitch. Well, again, thank you guys, Joey and Donovan, for coming on, man. We do appreciate it. Yes. We are definitely going to, what is it, slut ourselves out for you.
Oh, what?
Slut, yeah, Fred, you especially.
You got me excited.
Yep, Fred's like, sluts. I love it. I can't wait. We're going to do everything we can to help you guys get on to the Louder Live Festival. Right. I can't promise much, but we're going to do every fucking thing we can. Fred's going to show his bare ass. He's going to get that vasectomy. He's going to stream it. I'm going to tell him to shave, set for the fall in his pubes.
Guys out on my OnlyFans.
Right, and he has an OnlyFans apparently, which he won't let us know, and we don't want to know.
So he's like,
he's into it.
A lifetime membership. Go ahead.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right there.
There you go. You can't beat
only
it.
A nickel.
Dang, that's
ours is cheap.
My wife takes all my money.
I'll take 2 of them.
We'll give you a coupon. We have a discount code. It's Fred's Balls. That's what you type in.
Those Bed Bath & Beyond coupons. Now they're good with us.
It's his album was Freddie Jazzmouth. His OnlyFans is Freddie Jizzmouth.
Oh my Lord!
That was awesome. Best thing I've said all week.
We got to use the coupons. We got to use the coupons.
Right, snip them coupons, baby. Yeah.
Before they're gone. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that, like I said, hey, seriously, guys, thank you guys so much for coming on. We definitely, you guys are rock and rollers. We love it. You guys rock. And I can't wait to hear the new music. Please let us know, and we'll make sure to shout it out to our audience.
Y'all make it to the show. We get tickets, right?
I don't know. About
I don't even know if I get a ticket.
I think after we play, they just throw us out.
You gotta
go. You gotta pay to watch everybody else.
Pay to play, baby. Pay to play.
Like, no, you can't leave your stuff here. You got to get that out of here.
Those shorts around here. Bro.
They sell our equipment after.
That's right. That's awesome. Well, yeah. So, like I said, set for the fall. Let us know if you guys do have any shows coming up other than what we promise will be the Louder Than Life Festival, and we will make sure to promote them in any way we can. If you get down this way, anywhere like in the upstate of South Carolina, let us know. Yeah, we will totally come out. We love supporting local music, especially good music, which you guys are awesome. So we want to get out. We'll hopefully get some fans out there too. And we'll, like I said, we'll be there to rock and roll with you guys. Buy you a beer.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Yeah, anytime. And like I said, anytime you guys have anything else, come on. He's saying bye to, yeah. The most popular member of our cast is something behind Fred's face. So there you go. Look at that.
You got one of them too.
I don't have anything.
Are we showing some cool stuff? I got some cool artwork. I got some cool artwork.
I have nothing.
So I did have my pick guards drawn on.
Yeah.
I have this cool little doodad. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, there you go. That's cool.
Nice.
There it is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's badass. Yeah.
There you go.
And then I have like a graffiti one on my guitar, but it's all the way back there. But I do have a cool. My prized vinyl is this signed Dr. Dre.
Yeah, I like
out
that.
of Compton.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Me and Dr. Dre are homies, That's cool.
Well, we'd like to get him on the show if you don't mind.
Yeah, he just left here a couple days ago. He was.
Oh man, damn, Dre.
Imagine.
We missed Dre Day, Fred.
I actually made this, and those are real bullet casings up there.
They're what?
Real bullet casings.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so.
Nice.
There we go.
Well, that was a good show and tell. Was that?
I just thought, hold on. I just want you guys to see my kids.
Were you there on January 6th?
Oh, now you're talking.
Here's my kids' finger painting.
That's beautiful artwork.
Oh, look at the kids. Yeah. The collage. The kids' lodge.
Yeah.
I want to burn all of it.
Fred will help you. He already promised. He'd love to go play a round of golf and burn shit to the ground if possible.
Sounds good. Thank you guys for having us on.
Cool. Hey, thank you guys again. We really do appreciate it. Check them out. Set for the Fall. Yes. They're on Spotify, Facebook, and everywhere else you can type in the word Set for the Fall. They are not pumpkin spice related yet.
Besides Pinterest, because then that'll just be fall related.
Then it would, yes, probably. But if you need some great fall ideas, go to Pinterest and type in Set for the Fall. And you'll get to see all the cornucopias you can handle, I promise. That's what it is, Fred. That's a fall thing.
Cornucopias.
All right. Thank you guys so much for coming on. We'll definitely be in touch soon, and we'll like I said, we'll be pimping you out as best we can without actually making you take off your clothes. Sorry, Fred. Well, I mean, if you can if you want. I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm not
gonna... $20, boys.
$20.
Saying, dude, right?
All right, see you, boys.
Thank you, guys. All right, now we have to make this is the part. Okay, where we make Alan do his job.
All right, there we go.
See, that's why he's not a good professor. Bye.
All right, Red.
See you, dude. Thank you so much. Make him go away, Alan. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Alan.
Well, I thought he was going to leave on his own.
No one leaves on their own.
No one leaves on their own.
Well, the other guy left on his own.
Well, he knew what he was going. He knew what was going on. So again, guys, thank you so much for having those guys on. Set for the Fall. Check them out. Check out Linda's Spiritual Corner on Facebook. So much more. We will get out of here, but we'll be back next week with a brand new show. Probably not as many guests. Are we gonna have more guests? I don't know. There's a lot of guests tonight. But either way, we'll be back next week. Guest on guest, bitch. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Peace out, everybody.
Good night.